I just went home from school and now I'm helping my mom to chop some peyote using this special knife. It has some curvy line, so it will make this peyote looks better. And I guess later we will boil peyote. And while I'm actually chopping this, let's talk about how do you usually spend your day studying? And is it really effective for you? Because like a lot of people, they spend a lot of time studying, but their studying time is not very good. It's not effective. So you have to consider whether the time that you are spending for studying, is it effective or not? Do you learn a lot or does it like distract you? Because, for example, you spend 4 hours to learn English in an afternoon. Do you think it's like a good amount of time to spend your time learning something? For me, when I started to learn something, it's very important for me to write a schedule and write a plan. For example, today I'm going to accomplish this, or I'm going to finish 2 units of this book, etc. So I think like when you start and set some goals for you, it's better for you to actually accomplish it, and you will attain and you will remember the knowledge better instead of just opening a book and start learning it for hours and hours, and then at the end you cannot remember anything. And one important thing is that when you're learning something, especially that subject needs to have some internet connection in order for you to do some research. Then make sure you have to avoid any distraction. Avoid distractions as much as possible. Since, I'll take an example. You are studying and suddenly there's a notification. There's a text message. And like everyone else, for sure, you will have to open that text message and read it. And what happened after you finish reading it? You will answer to that text message. And you will basically answer back and forth to that friend or to that special person. I mean, like, I'm not saying that you cannot text to your friend, but when you are learning, it's important to avoid distraction so that you can spend quality time studying. This happens to me a lot. So for example, I was studying and there's a notification that my favorite YouTuber has just posted a new video. And of course, I really want to see it, but I have to prioritize what's more important. So I have read a book about this person. I did not remember which book I read, but this person said prioritize things that are more difficult first. So when you are doing your task, make sure to do something that is difficult first and then easier, right? So when you have a prize at the end that is easy, then you have to do something that's difficult. So between studying and watching a movie, of course, studying is more difficult. So you will study first, and after you finish studying, you will move on to watch your favorite movie. Like, that's my tip for you to avoid distraction. How do we avoid distraction? I mean, just like turn off all the notification and make sure to avoid using internet when you're studying as much as possible. If you're learning English, then use paper dictionary. I think paper dictionary is just as good as online dictionary, if not better. And about the time that I usually spend to learn different subjects beside English, like I also study Vietnamese and math too. So like I said, I will set specific goals. So now I am nearly in 9th grade, and it's the time that you have to prepare a lot for your important entrance exam in high school. So I will set some goals that this is my goal. I'm going to achieve this when I'm learning this. I have to remember this. And when you set goals, then I think it's better for you, but it depends on the type of person. Maybe you are better off without setting goals, For me, when I set goals and when I set prizes, it's better for me to accomplish and achieve many tasks. Okay. Oh, I have one more. And to make sure you spend your time, you kind of like divide your time equally. Don't spend too much time learning this specific subject, and then you do not spend enough time learning the other subjects. And of course, prioritize what's important to make sure to finish all of your schoolwork first before you learn other things. You learn other advanced knowledge. Okay, I think I have finished chopping off the peyote. Yep, they're all done.